my channel. Let me get these copyright over with. Y'all see her. It's for the Antidote channel. I'm back. I made it. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances are made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, and scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit educational tips to balance in favor of fair use. All right, y'all. It's on, y'all. Finally made it to do this video. It's on, y'all. Yep. This is extracted from. Y'all know who that is? There's never much to say. Candace Owens. She was responding to Will Smith finally taking so long to respond. So, no further ado, Candace Smith. Or I'm going to say Candace Owens. Man, right there. So let her rip.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Question of the day today. Do you know anybody that regrets their divorce? Not their breakup, but their divorce. Actually leaving a marriage and saying, I'm not sure that I made the right decision. Well, in the news right now is a young woman named Samantha Lee. She was formerly married to R&B singer Tyrese Gibson, and she is speaking out about how outsiders influenced her decision to divorce him. Plus, later on in the show, at long last, Will Smith is speaking out. We've seen the clips. Jada Smith, she's saying so much. Finally, he's going to man up and respond, and he has responded, and it is not a manly response at all. Yeah, you're not going to believe it. All that and more today coming up on Candace Owens. So women are increasingly toxic, and that is something that was not fashionable to say, definitely not fashionable to say over the last 10 years as we've moved toward this female power mirage. I call it a mirage because females have had power. Obviously, over the last 2 decades, we've had more than just a little bit of power. I believe that we are fully existing under a matriarchy, and I've made that argument to you guys many times in the past. And elements of the...
Stop right there. A make tree offer. Y'all know what that mean, right? It's very amazing. Hold on. I'll be back. Just let it stir in there. Oh, let it talk. All right, I'll be back. Y'all happy to see me back? Raise your hands up. Put your hands up. Push that like button. All right. Got something for y'all. Hold on a minute. Hold on. about to read it out, man. Hold on, I know she up there. Let her rip.
Matriarchy is destroying things that are traditional, destroying things that work, and in the end, destroying things that actually make women happy, aspiring to marriage, aspiring to family, looking down on that with your nose. Oh my gosh. Don't you just want to be a free woman? You don't need no man. Where my single ladies at? We all know the dance. We all know the song. It was a great song, by the way. Just
single ladies there, huh? The Beehive. But the Beehive ain't single. Well, got no comment on that, but I guess at the time she's just trying to have lady empowerment on that song. I'm not gonna go deep into that. To the B. All right, the Hive. I'm not gonna go dipping with that. I'll let her up.
probably should mention that Beyonce wasn't a single lady when she wrote it. That's what I love about Beyonce. She makes all of this music. It's super catchy and it's amazing, and women feel empowered by it. The truth is that she's in a very traditional relationship with her husband. So, you know, she
There we go. I'm very smart. I let her say it. Your lady. Beyonce, she can get at her. I know that with my freaking mouth. All right. Let her up.
teaches others to do what she's not doing herself because she wants to be fulfilled. She's happy in a relationship. Well, I'm bringing this up right now because a woman who I wasn't familiar with, her name is Samantha Lee, went on a podcast I'm not familiar with called the Hardly Initiated podcast. And she was talking about her 3-year marriage to an R&B singer who I used to listen to very much when I was growing up, named Tyrese Gibson. So they were only married for 3 years.
Hold the hell up. Hold the hell up. Hold the hell up. Oh, that's what it is. It's in my tie. All right. Well, I'll let her talk. But anyway, that's the man now. That's the Diet Coke, man. I mean, I said a Pepsi, man, ain't it? Coke. The first person to make a Coke commercial on a bus with a Coca-Cola, Diet Pepsi. R&B song at 19. Anyway, everybody used to love that commercial.
And then their marriage fell apart. And then they spent the next 2 years getting divorced. Apparently, it was an ugly situation. Now she's reflecting on that, and she has a little bit of regret. Take a listen.
If I had different people in my ear at that time, I would not have made that decision. No. I tried my very best at this point in my life to be what I didn't have in that moment. Women specifically, there will be moments where they'll be like, I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. I can't stand this. He don't do this. He don't do that. Blah, 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 blah. And we're just focusing on these things. You don't have a certain person in your life.
Freeze right there. You don't do this. You don't do that. What do you think? Your damn husband is a freaking robot? What are you doing? If he ain't doing it, you say something to him. Communication is the key. All right. That's the number one key. Let her rip.
To check you and say, sis, what about this? What about this? What about these strengths? What about what he's not doing? That can get you thinking about the positive.
There we go. She got somebody else asking her about what he ain't doing. Like on a bingo table. Bingo. Bingo. Cash. 33. Ding. Wrong. Okay. Cash. 14. Ding. Trash. 05. Bingo. You had a wrong light bulb go in your head from your girlfriend. She don't know what the hell she's talking about. Just go up to your man and ask him about the situation. Bing, communication is the key. Let her rip.
Aspects of this person that you may not be thinking about when you're upset. In those moments, you need somebody to be the person for that person.
Now, obviously, this is not an overtly.
Y'all hear that? I never seen this interview. Even though it was yesterday, I just pulled this up. I'm not freaking lying. I just came across this. That's why it took me so long to figure out what to say, how to say it. But this is it. All right. Okay, this is Will's side of the story. And we're going to get to Jada's side of the story. And I'm not bashing Jada. I did in my other, I bashed her with love. But that was about the slap. Come to find out, she didn't ask Will to slap no damn body. He did it out of aggressiveness, overzealousness. He did it. So, he didn't want her to slap her. He didn't want him to slap her. So, right now, you just get the hell off of Jada. All right? So, if you don't need to man up, you can't man up. Whatever she do to him, let her do it. Not freaking taking up for him. He coming with these lackluster compliments. Let her eat him alive. All right? It's all in love. That's what he say. Let her eat his ass up. I'm neutral. Let her rip.
Political podcast that you're listening to is probably not political at all, but it made me think about politics because I always speak about really what happens if you follow liberal ideologies, right? If you buy into feminism when you're young and it carries on for too long. And what she's talking about, I know exactly what climate she's speaking of. It is women when they get toxic and they are with one another and they think that their life is going to live forever, that they need to aspire to be by themselves, climb, the career ladder, that the aspirations shouldn't be fair.
Hear what she's saying? So, Will, if you got any ears to hear, any eyes to open, she's telling you, your wife, if it's a feminist. Okay? Can you read the words that are coming out of my mouth? Your wife is a feminist. And nothing wrong with that. That's what she is. You can't handle it. You don't know how to reverse. Put the reverse break whale shark on her. When she come at you like a barracuda, the shark's supposed to be standing and waiting to attack and make the barracuda slow down and retreat. Allegedly. With love. That's your marriage. I'm not getting into it. These are two highly top tier, well-known celebrities. And this is where we at. That's your marriage. Not trying to tell you how to run your marriage. Y'all been separated 7 years. It's not my business. Whatever you do. But you happen to be a celebrity. And she's a content creator. I'm a content creator. So You're in the sandwich of creation of content, so let her rip.
It should be being bad all by yourself. You got it. You got money in the bank. You don't need no man. And these are the sorts of women that were in her tribe. I'm going to guess largely liberal women who were listening to the liberal messaging that's coming from the mainstream media. So rather than her working on her marriage, 3 years, she should be in the honeymoon phase. She was listening to her girlfriends who are making her feel empowered. She's in her 20s and basically telling her, you don't need a man. And of course, the difference between your life and your prospects from your 20s as a young woman, then when you turn the chapter and go into your 30s.
Top right there. See Mrs. Smith. See what I just was talking about, what she was doing. See, look how happy he is right here. Both smiling like chess cats. It's beautiful. But sitting on the back of her ear, when she get at home, her home cell phone, it's the devil. Very beautiful couple right now. But when she dialed those digits, Satan is among us. London bridges all fall down. Let her rip.
It's dramatic. The differences are quite dramatic. And I try to explain this to the young women that listen to me. I get it. I was in my 20s too. You feel like every day is so long, you're going to be young forever, and you don't have to focus on those sorts of things. But 30 will smack you in the face. It's a different ball game, totally different ball game. And there's this call to settle down and to have a family. And now that she's in her early 30s, she's recognizing that she achieved that and then turned it down. Now, Tyrese Gibson saw this clip making the rounds, and he responded to it. Take a listen to what he had to say.
And you packed up a 1-year-old, put a COVID mask on top of the Ring cameras, and I was literally in an airplane on my way home to fight for my marriage and my family. You're heartless.
So obviously you can sense a little bit of animosity.
Back up. Don't call her heartless. She made a mistake, Ty. Don't do it to her. She made a freaking mistake. She's immature. Just because she put the mask over there. She didn't want y'all to see both of them walking away with the baby. You gotta know the women. Yep. Actually, she was totally in guilt. That's what she was in. That's what immaturity gets you. And listen to the devil's whisper in her ear. All right, Ty, let her rip.
Possibly there. He certainly.
At Bear and Thera, we represent the cheated, the neglected, and the abandoned.
That's why we treat every client with honesty, dignity, and respect. For the last 40 years and today.
We'll always be here.
Certainly hasn't forgiven her, who would if that's really what happened. He goes on to talk about how they were not in an abusive relationship. There was nothing there that would make her want to pack up everything and put a COVID mask on a camera. And
there you go. Now you're here. There wasn't an abusive relationship. How did I know that? How did I peg them out sitting in the chair where it was at the Oscars or BET Awards, smiling from ear to ear? It's the devil in her ear that let her do it. Bambalot black clog man. Yet banese. Bane boy. Rude boy man. Rude girl man in here. Rude girl. Let her go. Let her rip.
Leave with his 1-year-old child, other than the fact that she had women in her ear, other than the fact that she was likely poisoned by culture to believe that this was her moment. This was her Beyonce music video moment, and she was going to show how she could do bad all by herself. There's a lesson there. There really is. And it's one that I talk about all the time, that I speak about all the time.
So, as we stand, Tyrese, and Will Smith are in the same boat. They're in the same ship. They're in the same. So the remake of Independence, Tyrese and Will Smith, they better be together. You better believe it. They have just went through the same thing in so many ways. Not quite, but sort of over since. Let it rip.
Rather, when I speak to young women on these college campuses, pay attention to these cultural examples. Pay attention to the women that make you feel empowered when you're listening to their music. You know, Taylor Swift, everybody loves Taylor Swift except for me. Beyonce, everybody loves Beyonce. And then actually...
Yeah, y'all heard that. Did y'all hear that? Everybody loves Taylor Swift. Seth Burr, Candace Owens, and her and Taylor Swift is going to go at it. Just soon as this video is warmed up to about 2 days to 3, you know she's going to respond like she always do. But she was short to stop that. She don't like the Beehive. Actually, she probably don't. And the Beehive and her are going to be going at it. So, whatever. They ain't going to be catfighting. Let her rip.
Focus on their lives and see whether or not their music is reflecting their lives. And if it is reflecting their lives, is it reflecting their lives in a positive manner, right? When you look at them, do you actually believe that these individuals are happy and whether they're whole? I understand that they're wealthy, right? I understand that you can earn a lot of money because young women like to hear these sorts of tunes, but it's conditioning you to believe that freedom is somehow going to render you happier. You are going to be sorely mistaken as you get older, right? Because actually it's discipline that renders you freer, right? It's doing the same thing day in, day out, putting the work where you are, watering the grass where you stand, that is going to make you happier in the future. So I just wanted to...
Okay. Y'all got that on the woman's side. But on the men's side, what she's trying to say is consistency day to day. All right. It's like what she's trying to say is, even though you want to get it moving from day to week, you gotta keep it moving. Keep the ball moving. Get the wheels rolling. That's all she's trying to say. But she said it in a long kind of way. But what she wants to really say is keep it going, even though you're gonna have obstacles. Just keep it rolling. There can be things in the way. You gotta be consistent. Don't give up. Let her rip.
Make sure that all the young women were paying attention to that because it's an important cultural story, an important cultural message, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Have you ever read the fine print that appears when you start browsing in incognito mode? It says that your activity may still be visible to your employer, your school, or your internet service provider. To actually stop people from monitoring your online activity, you need to do what I do and use ExpressVPN. Think about all the times that you've used Wi-Fi at a coffee shop, a hotel, or even a friend's house. Without ExpressVPN, every site that you visit can be logged by the administrator of that network. That's still true even when you're in incognito mode. Your home internet provider can also see and record your browsing data. In the United States, they are legally allowed to then sell that data to advertisers. ExpressVPN is an app that encrypts all of your network.
Hold the hell up. Hold the hell up. Fair use, fair use. Don't it sound like? I think that would TikTok you. I said this once before. All these American people on TikTok, you already got their IP address. Yep. And they don't even know it. So once they get that address, you study on TikTok. They can do a lot of things with that address. They can swamp you with telemarketing, digital telemarketing. They can swamp you with, once you get it digital, they can find your original address. I mean, say phone number. Then they can swamp you with more digital telemarketing through the phone. Then they start sending you like bogus emails. But anyway, I ain't get into that. Let it rip.
Work data and reroutes it through a network of secure servers so that your online activity stays just that, private. ExpressVPN works on all of your devices and it's super easy to use. The app has just one button. You tap it to connect and your browsing activity becomes secure. So stop letting strangers invade your online privacy. Protect yourself at expressvpn.com. That's expressvpn.com/Candace to get 3 months free. Visit expressvpn.
Okay. For all the untech people out there, do y'all know what that means? VPN? Okay. For the wise and tech savvy, virtual private network. Get it? Virtual private network. Let her up.
.com/Candace to learn more. Okay, now it's time for some topics du jour.
Fair use.
You know, one thing that my husband doesn't do, and I should probably join him in that, is that when he first wakes up in the morning, he doesn't get right onto his phone. And the reason he stopped doing that, he did it early in marriage and then just completely stopped doing it, is because he says that he would find himself getting angry before the day began. That's actually so true. Happens to me quite often, too often. And this morning, before I worked out, I made the mistake of opening my Instagram, and I was absolutely incensed. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to share with you why I'm still incensed. And I'm happy to be covering this because it's important. Now, there is an individual who served in Congress for 10 years. He's a libertarian. His name is Justin A. Amash. He's also an American lawyer who served as the representative for Michigan's 3rd Congressional District. Now, he, like everybody else, obviously, what's going on in the Middle East has taken over, dominating the news cycle. He, like many people, has not really leaned in one way or the other because you're allowed to do that. I know it's shocking. You would never guess that you're allowed to stay out of something since social media is so instantaneous and everyone.
All right, y'all. What I'm going to do is speed this up. I don't want to get into that war situation. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here for this discuss Will Smith and Tyrese. He came into the picture on her podcast. So I'm about to speed him up. I don't want to let this go any further. Speeding it up, y'all. There we go.
People think of homes, cars, jewelry, vacations, certain items as luxuries.
an affordable private Christian university with a vibrant campus in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, that's ranked top 20 in the country according to niche.com. GCU is a missional, Christ-centered university that strives to foster a culture of community, giving, and impact. GCU's goal is to help you become a servant leader who makes a difference through finding your purpose. With 330 academic programs and over 270 online as of June 2023, GCU integrates the free market system with a welcoming Christian worldview into your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree. You'll have support from your own university counselor who takes a personalized approach to helping you achieve your goals. So you'll find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu today. All right, let's move on now and talk about something a bit more disturbing. Funny way, disturbing, because it is just ridiculous. Well, finally, guys, we were all at the edge of our seats wondering when Will Smith was going to respond. Will Smith, it is incumbent upon you to stand up for yourself as a man. Put some hair on your chest. Respond to this. Your wife has been humiliating you for years in public, dragging you out like a puppy dog to say that you were.
Well, you see you girl right here? She doesn't like your wife. I don't think they'll get along. They probably know each other, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, see what she's saying? I know you don't got to respond to what I'm saying. It's not my marriage. But as of you growing up and me growing up, we grew up together. So you gonna figure that out. You know what I'm about to say. I'm not gonna say what I mean. All the stuff that you saw growing up on TV in the world, I have seen. You know what I'm talking about. So, all right. So, see what she's saying about your wife. So, listen to what this lady is saying. All right. So, let her rip.
Okay with her having an affair with your son's friend, your son's young friend, by the way. Was his name Augusta? And now Augusta is gay. He's come out as a homosexual.
She don't listen to black music. So, you see, it's not Augusta, it's August Astino. Okay, August Astino, don't slap her allegedly. You're not trying to get arrested or nothing like that, for slapping a lady. She pronounced your name wrong. Everybody should know you as in African or Black Indian Native Americans. The Black Indian, what I'm trying to say. Anyway, don't slap her, right? We know your name is August Astino. All right. So let her rip.
I mean, there's a lot going on here. And we expect you, Will Smith, to say something, Make us respect you again. You're Hancock. You played Ali, right? We believed in these characters, Will Smith. We believed that after an apocalypse, you would be able to rescue the world. We believed every character that you...
But start where there. Y'all can't push it out of him because he suffered from manic depression. All right? He's bipolar. All right? So don't push the issue. If you bipolar, you suffer from PTSD, you can only do things piece by piece. Sometimes you need a push. Well, she's pushing. But you're going to need a push from a male. So, London Bridges, Mike LORY. London Bridges is not gonna fall if you go at her. Just get some golden ads and finally get the SHYZT off your chest. You finally deserve to rip her apart. You'll be happy. Now that you hate your wife, now that you don't love her, just get some golden ads and rip into her. Do you hear the damn words coming out of my mouth? Rip it. Rip it. Rip it. Damn it. Let her rip.
We're going to need you to move yourself. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to report he has. I'm sad to report is that it's really bad. Will Smith is beaming alongside his wife. He is joining her on her book tour. You'll remember she's
right now. To her, even though he's beaming, let me get this straight. He's trying to be a businessman towards her. He wants her to make all the money that she can. But on the back end, in the back of his mind, he's cursing her the hell out. But now, it's all about business. They've been separated for 7 years. It's probably his first time being with her as long as he is. So she got the book. He's a businessman. She's a businesswoman. So he's helping her. But what she don't know is on the back end of the deal, when all this SHYZT is over with, she's gonna get it. Yep. So everybody's pushing him to do it, but you gotta be in business mode. He can't mess up his brand and identity. So for the people that's overzealous and telling him to do it, he's gonna do it. But this is not the time to do it. Okay? Because y'all don't know what she went through. There's nobody perfect in the marriage. So you can't be one-sided with Will and don't have no feelings for Jada. Yeah, I know you call her, some of the men and comedians call her BYTCH. That's totally unfair. She didn't, let her rip. Lower it down. Rip it out of your mouth. Stop degrading her. Do you want your wife to be called one on national, worldwide, web, podcast, as a YouTube? They go all over the freaking world, worldwide. So shit, the hell up. Stop calling her by her damn name, all right? I did backup podcast on my backup podcast about the slap and all that. I ain't call her no BITCH, That is the black woman's curse to the black man. They be ready to snip your gonads off. They can call each other the BITCH, but you can't. to y'all dumb men out there, stop using it towards them. You can say it in an educational way. They can call each other bitchs all they want to, but you can't. Just like we can call each other niggas. That is what men do. When your wife or your girlfriend call you a nigga, your ass get mad. You see how it go? See how dumb y'all? See? You see how it go? The same thing that we calling each other, really. It's a Mitch. A nigga. All right? We can call each other that. But when your wife call you one, you be ready to poison a milk, put tons of cocoa inside of the milk and let her drink it. You know you do. So let her rip. Have some education about yourself. Read the words that come out of my mouth. All right, let her rip.
Now making the rounds because she's writing a memoir called Worthy. And she's basically saying, I haven't been in a relationship with Will for 7 years. I still love Tupac Shakur. I'm obsessed with him forever. And apparently Will.
You see right there? You still love her because they were best friends. She got that right, honestly. Will shouldn't be worried about that. There's nothing to be worried about. She's telling you she loved him, man. They was freaking best friends. They freaking basically grew up together in the entertainment business. She's lying about want to marry him because he had already asked her when she was young. She told him no. So she's just trying to soup it up on her book. All right? So Will shouldn't be worried about it. She doesn't mean that about marrying her. She married him. Take it with a grain of salt.
Smith is totally okay with it. So here is Will Smith responding, introducing his wife on tour. Take a listen.
Jade is the best friend I have ever had on this planet. And I am going to show up for her and support her for the rest of my life.
Oh, the cringe.
Yeah. See? What he mean by that is the rest of their life as in making money. He's got to be a businessman. He can't be out there talking all ghetto on the stage. She invited him in there. It's all about business. All right? You got to be educated on this situation, all right? You cannot go out there and degrade her. 16 stones may break my bones, but words would never hurt me. So let it rip.
Cringe. Oh, Will, why? No, Will, take it back. Don't say it. Please. No, I can't even open my eyes. That's the kind of stuff that you would just have to replay and one.
Don't worry about it. You're going to be open your eyes pretty soon. When all this is over with, she's going to be crying, and it's going to come out of his mouth. All right? But he's doing it in secret. He ain't going to let y'all know that he's doing it. All right? Y'all just looking through the glass screen door of the Calabasas mansion. Allegedly. Y'all know, y'all just looking through the screen door. All right? Let it rip.
Guantanamo Bay over and over again as you torture prisoners. Look at this man being emasculated. Watch him. Watch him say that he loves it. He loves everything that his wife says. It is so bad. You know, we started the show.
Once again, they've been separated. They don't see each other like that, all right? When you separate it, you don't freaking see each other. It's probably the first time seeing her in a long time since the Oscars. Probably about freaking 3 years. Probably 2 years. A year or so. They don't be together. So he's top tier businessman. It's all about business, selling his freaking book. You know, the book is going to be a New York bestseller. Go let it rip.
Talking about toxic female culture. I don't even think this is toxic man culture. This is exclusively Will Smith. And it makes it difficult to buy into any of his characters. I'm glad that all of his movies are done and I had already bought into his characters, thought he was a great actor, because I will never unsee this. I will never.
Wait, hold the hell up. Hold the hell up. See why you need a man in here to check her? Hold up, Candace. Don't say that about his character. Read the words that are coming out my mouth. Mike LORY. All right? From all the characters he ever made, deep down inside, that's his alter ego. He's from Philly, born and raised. He's got some street in him. You just don't freaking know it. So don't you sit up there talking about all these movies are done. Not quite done. He's got to do Bad Boys 4. All right? So, and he might have Independence Day number, 2 coming up? Which Tyrese, Will Smith might be together. But anyway, I had to straighten her out. Mrs. CO, let her rip.
Unsee this. I mean, it is incredible. It's like she just has his balls in her purse at all times. And he just takes it. And she's extremely masculine and he's extremely feminine.
Oh my God.
And
I love it. I already said that. I told him to get his nads back. Now she was correct on that. Will, did you hear that? You got your balls in her purse. I told you before this thing first started, get some gonads. Once this thing over with, Mike LORY is gonna come out. Now that shit was funny right there. You got your balls in your purse. Don't y'all see that? I love it. That is beautiful. I never heard that before. You got your damn balls in your purse. I freaking love it. This lady's crazy. Let her rip.
Positive theory. Oh, maybe, Will Smith swings for the other side. Maybe he's homosexual himself and he just doesn't care. And I'm like, guys.
Oh, he ain't a freaking homosexual. It's a bunch of bullshit. If he was damn homosexual, he would never marry damn female. In Hollywood, the it factor, if you're it, you're freaking it. All right? So, let her rip.
Let's not pretend that this is how homosexual men live. Like, they would be willing to be humiliated in public. What?
She know he ain't no freaking homosexual. She know that. She know that damn sisters, you say something to them, they finna scratch your goddamn eyes out. They'll jump on you. Freaking sissies be strong. Excuse me, YouTube. They beat your ass down to the pulp. Some of them, tall, big, muscular. Goddamn 6 feet, goddamn 7. What the hell can you do? You don't know no martial arts, taekwondo. You can't defend yourself. You can't fight. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna get into there. You won't stand your ground like I will. You don't know what techniques to do to protect yourself. Especially if he's coming to you straight up. You're not being caught off guard. When people know that you can fight, they're not going to fight you straight up. They're going to fight you and catch you off guard. But anyway, I'm not get into that.
What man ever, irrespective of sexual preferences, would be happy to have their partner treat them like this in public? It's sad. You know, it's really sad to see this. And what is disturbing is the fact that there has been an appropriate public response to this, people saying that this is not right. Even people that have wild and progressive ideas about what a marriage should be are saying, I don't want to see this anymore. This makes me.
What he's trying to say is she's keep eviscerating him into shreds, as in shredded. What's the name of that cheese? Name with a G? I forgot. I can't believe I forgot that cheese. That guaco cheese. I can't believe I forgot. She shredded all the way to guac. The guaco cheese. She shredded him. She eviscerated him. But listen. Stop being overzealous. He's doing it as a business move. He's going to get her. Just wait. But she's all doing it as she's blowing up herself. Publicity stunt. Everything that comes out of her mouth is been souped up and overzealous. When you blame her,
Uncomfortable. It should make you uncomfortable. Despite seeing that backlash, Will Smith carries on. So what do we assume? She's blackmailing him? Maybe. I don't know. Are there, she knows the bodies are buried. And so he's just like, all right, I don't want her to say anything about me. So I'm just going to be supporting her to the very end. Or, you know, is this just who Will Smith is? I cannot believe that he is a victim anymore. I don't think this is somebody that is suffering from falling in love with his captor. I think Will Smith has to take responsibility here. Will Smith has long needed to man up, but now we understand that he never will. The Will Smith that you knew and
hold up. Don't say that. What did I just tell you? He's doing it as a business deal. But on these free moments that I got left, okay. Like I just told you, when he slapped Chris Rock, it was him being overzealous, and he suffered from PTSD. He's bipolar. She didn't want him to do it, but she stared at him though. She gave him that look. So she's lying on that part. She gave him that look. That cheetah look. And the lion sitting over there like, what are you going to do? So from me to you, like I said before, the eyes are windows to the soul. And he saw it. So he got up and slapped the hell at his best friend. Well, his best friend, I don't know if he deserved it. Yeah, he probably deserved it anyway. But that's between him and his damn best friend. Let Chris Rock tell the full story. Shit, he know why. Excuse me. Chris Rock know deep down inside why he slapped him. They're freaking best friends. All right. He ain't just get up and slap him for nothing. There's other issues with that slap. Or it was a slap, a fake, or whatever. The matter go back to the Oscar 2017 with that, they was trying to do for the environment or something they was doing, and they didn't get accepted. They had stood outside of the Oscars. They was trying to do some kind of environmental thing, whatever they was doing. It was something else. I think it was like for like black people, I think they was doing that or whatever, like racism. So that's why he really slapped Chris Rock, because Chris Rock didn't really accept them well with that. They was trying to press the issue that Chris Rock wouldn't help him. So that's why he probably slapped him. Chris Rock didn't do enough when they was trying to boycott the Oscars. That's what happened. See? So they damn best friends. They know each other. Like the other guy, his best friend, Dwayne. What his damn other last name is? Dwayne Campbell. Not Campbell, but Dwayne. I know he played on the other movies and stuff. That's like Will's other best friend. But anyway, that's why he's slapping. All right, let her rip.
Loved is gone. The Fresh Prince ain't so fresh no more. He is unfortunately whatever is left of him after this disastrous, non-existent.
Hold up, Candace. You're reading it off. She's reading it off a ticker tape. So I just want to correct her before this little podcast ends. And then the minute that is, all right? It's 34 on hers. I know I started talking a little bit. So don't read off that little notepad right there telling him what he is. You don't have the right to do that, all right? You don't have the right to say the Fresh Prince is not so fresh. Or the Fresh Prince is always going to be fresh. That is one of the greatest sitcoms and comedic funniness. Growing up with him, we're growing up together. You know what I'm talking about. So don't say that about Fresh Prince. All right? And Bel Air. Stop it. So let it rip.
As we have learned, union. That is exactly who you should not aspire to be in life. All right, guys, now let's jump in.
So she reading it off a tip tape. She got it all wrote down. I don't never have a tip tape. I don't have it written down. I only did it a couple of times in my podcast. All of my stuff will be off of the brain. Helipad. I don't have to write nothing down. I'm just that good. That's why I got a lot of haters on here. That's why they never gonna subscribe to me. They fucking school. I'm sorry, the freaking jealous haters, I am the nigga you love to hate. I just had to get that off my chest. Some of the greatest podcasters on here I know they're freaking haters. Don't like me because I'm beautiful. Oh, look at the freaking haters. But anyway, that's another story. Let it rip.
Into some of your comments pertaining to Will and Jada appropriately. The Odyssey writes, all
right, y'all. You have been watching the Verano channel. Like, share, subscribe. That'll never happen. But anyway, thanks for watching. To the T-Back Nation on the replay or whatever, they'll be watching. But to all the other haters, F y'all. I don't care if y'all watch. Y'all can kiss it while the sun don't shine. All right? And you've been watching the Verano channel and Candace Owens. And I meant what I said. And I'm freaking out.